So as you guys know by now, Joyner Lucas just released his newest single titled I Love from his upcoming ADHD album. The reception has been mostly positive, but if you look at the YouTube comments, you'll notice something, and what you'll notice is a lot of people saying that Joyner Lucas is selling out with this song or trying to imitate a mainstream sound. Today we're going to have a quick look at why people are saying that and what I think about it. So with that being said, this is CDTV, that's my social medias right there, and let's have a quick talk about this situation. Let's start with talking about why people are upset before I give my own thoughts. So clearly, some people feel like Joyner is moving away from his roots with this song. But why is that? Well, let's start with one of the main things I see people pointing out, the auto-tune on Joyner's voice during the hook. There's still many people who view autotune as a quote-unquote mumble rap exclusive vocal effect, so as you can imagine, some people weren't so happy with Joyner's unflinching use of it here. I'm not joking, some people legitimately said this is him turning into a mumble rapper in the comments. Then there's the lyrics. I wouldn't say this track is like super lyrically basic, but people have pointed to the repetitive hook and materialistic nature of the verses as something to criticize Joyner for. Finally, I've seen a lot of comments on his flow being uninspired on this track, and even people saying that he's biting from other mainstream artists or just that it sounds too typical. A lot of people have mentioned the fact that it contained a slower flow with fairly big gaps between the lines. This isn't really what Joyner is known for, so some people reacted negatively towards it. So these three arguments I've just talked about are the main reasons I've seen for why people are considering Joyner as a sellout on this track. So, are these arguments valid? No, he absolutely isn't. See that question that's down in the title down there? That's a dumb question, and I don't think anyone should be asking that question, at least at this stage. Just consider what this is. It's the lead single from Joyner's major label debut album, so it's only logical that it would have at least a bit more commercial appeal than most of his tracks do. He wants this to get out there, he wants this to appeal to a lot of people and promote the album. That's not selling out as long as he's still bringing passion and talent to his music, and I think he's definitely still doing that. And here's the biggest key factor to keep in mind. This is only one song. It's most likely not going to be representative of the kind of direction or message that the album is going to be going for overall. Obviously, I can't say that with complete certainty because the album isn't out yet, but I'd be willing to bet a lot on the fact that there's going to be a bunch of content and storytelling packed into this album, and Joyner just released this more low-key banger type single about his success to draw in more ears. The funny thing is, and actually one of the main reasons why I wanted to talk about this, is I've watched this same exact thing happen to Hopsin. I've followed Hopsin's career since around 2012, and as his music started to become more polished and professional, you could see more and more fans bashing him for incorporating things like trap beats into his songs. It just seems when you start off by building this kind of underground rap fan base, a lot of the fans have this kind of closed-minded approach to the music, where anything that uses autotune or a more mainstream flow or a more mainstream beat is just automatically mumble rap trash to them. It's just weird seeing this exact same thing happen to Joyner now, especially when you consider that Joyner is no stranger to making songs like this. This really doesn't sound that different from a lot of the stuff he has out. Listen to Riding Solo, which he dropped in 2014. Massive presence of autotune on the hook. Mostly slow flows with long pauses between the lines. And what you know about straight bullets hitting when you never seen it coming? What you know about Joyner Lucas all up in the streets to the flooded? Hard ass beat, it's very similar to I Love in many ways. What I'm trying to say is, it's not like Joyner is new to this sound, he's made turn-up style music before. Sure, the lyrics are a bit simpler here, but does every song really need to contain insane bars and wordplay? I personally don't think so. Of course, this isn't me saying you have to like the song. You can absolutely hate it if that's truly how you feel about it. But to say that Joyner is turning his back on his fans that helped him get to where he is with this song, that's a bit ludicrous to me. It's just a single song. It's one song. Sure, if the album is packed with much more simplistic tracks like this, then I'll be a bit more worried, but based off of just this one single song, Joyner Lucas is not selling out, and he's not going against his morals here. Well guys, that is going to be it for the video today. I just really wanted to make a quick discussion on this because like I said, I've seen this happen to Hobson with his fan base before, and it's just interesting watching it happen all over again with Joyner Lucas. That's all I got to say for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one, and this is CDTV Productions, signing out.